getting angry about the people. The people is not you living in your 4-bedroom apartment in Victoria Island.
No.
The people is not you living in your apartment in Kedja. The people they don't have roofs over their home. Do you know what it means to live in a house with no roof?
I can only imagine.
So let's please, I need us to be more analytical, and let's look at strategies to solve problems. The generation that's going to change Nigeria are not the adults. Adults do not care anymore. But if you don't equip these young people, they are going to turn on you.
They will.
And you're going to wake up to anarchy, and we don't want that. Thank you.
Aduke, thank you so much as always, okay? Thanks for this one too.
Good night.
Probably kind of have got people to start thinking now, and I love that. You know, you can strike thoughts, what have you, in people and begin to say, okay. So you have a good evening, okay? Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
That's Aduke from here in the UK. Someone who has paid so much attention to while everyone is trying to figure it out. What's the problem? I love our own perspective and angle, right? It is an angle of saying, you see, we are so concerned about what is going on now that we are not paying attention to the damages, which is even worse than you don't have money, terrible economy, this or that. It is the miseducation of our children or non-education of our children at all. That is a future disaster, okay? That is going to be worse than whatever we are experiencing now. And I love that. So if we want something done, we must pay attention to the grassroots, especially the children. They are those whose mind are being currently filled with unimaginable, inhumanity. They have been subjected to it anyway, so it's easier to convert them to that. Those are supposed to be our future, right? They will have to survive. And then since we have no plan, I think Obi said something like that yesterday, that you see the problem we are facing right now today in that contraption? Those are the children that was never invested on. Nobody invested in them in the past, and today they are the kidnappers. Their governor from Katsina State said yesterday that things are so bad that the terrorists are recruiting young people with just 500 naira in northern Nigeria. 500 naira, recruit them into terrorism. That's worse. So that's what Aduke is driving at. It's going to be worse. In 15, 20 years' time, those untrained children, they will be our nightmare. And that should scare you. Austin.
Hi, good Baba.
Yes, Baba, how are you?
I'm okay. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Austin. I've managed to get him also to get on tonight. So what's going on?
Yeah, I tried my best to come in because
it's one of the conversations that you feel like I can't ignore. I just want to watch. No, I don't want to watch, just watch anymore. I want to call in.
Definitely. So my job always doesn't so much allow me so much to make us, but it's interesting. When it's getting interesting, I have no other obligation just to come in and say something a little bit like that.
Be part of it.
Anyway,
to help me hammer this message home more. Austin, thank you. Please.
Exactly. Kudos to you so much, Baba. You are doing a wonderful work. You know, sometimes I have asked you this question. I don't know where you are getting your strength, because you keep on daily basis. You are getting much more better. Like today will be boom. Tomorrow will be marvelous. Next tomorrow will be wonderful. Just keep on going on daily basis.
I will.
So kudos to you, Baba. Thank you. What the main point of Nigeria? You know, Nigeria have gone out of hand. That people are not much looking towards that area. I know the West have so much influence in Nigeria, but one of the biggest problems Nigeria have is tribalism. One of the biggest. Because, you know, when we want to do something, for example, we know that this man is not a good man. Because it's my tribal man, I will accept him. I will just take the poison with our own cup, because it's from my side. And because of that, we cannot join hands together to question him. Do you want to tell me the politicians in Nigeria, they are less than 5% in the vote federation? They are less than 5%.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me that the whole Nigeria cannot get rid of them? Do you want to tell me that? What caused the French Revolution? It was because of bread. The price of bread went up. That was the reason why French Revolution started.
French Revolution, no?
Yeah. In Tunisia, what caused Tunisia Revolution? It was because of hawking stuff. The guy, and after farming, he couldn't find a place to sell it. And when he started hawking, they took it from him. He set himself at least. And that is how the revolution started. So why our own? Because it's Obi, for example, that is in power. Woman will not want to protest. Because it's Tinubu that is in power. Yoruba man will not want to protest. Because now, the Northerners are calling for protest. During Buhari, they said it's a haram. It's because of tribalism and the religion. Religion and tribalism have made us just to be taking what we are not supposed to take. Because what is happening in Nigeria, let me be honest with you. I don't see anywhere in the world that it can happen. I don't see it. No matter how little the country is, it can never happen. We tolerate because of we are not compatible enough to stick together. And when it's happening to Igbo man, let it happen to them. It's an Igbo man, it's not my Strava man.
It's not my business.
So because of this, we're into this mess. That's number one. Number 2 point, the Western influence. Do you know the reason why the Malians asked the France to leave?
Tell us.
Do you know that the Malians were spotting a journalist that they always find with Sarkozy when Sarkozy was in power? And then the journalist will also be in Mali, and he will be the negotiator between the terrorists and the government. And this journalist who is working with the government. And so the Malians were asking, how come do you go through this distance? You come with the terrorists, you negotiate with the terrorists to the government, you tell the government what they want, and you'll be jungling between the Mali government and the France government, and with the terrorists. They endure, finally they start finding weapons from France government to the hands of the terrorists. That's why they say enough is enough. That's why they say enough is enough.
Exactly. Because what's their point? Since they have been in Africa, terrorism has escalated, skyrocketed, and the rest of Western Africa, who are rich in resources, they have paid supreme prices, blood, and flow. So what exactly is their existence in Africa for us, other than just to continue to exploit us? That's why people are saying no, reject it, or else.
So now, Tinubu has watered the ground for them because of his illegitimacy. So he's going to accept whatever, no matter however Nigerians want to look at it, except the Nigerians stamped up now and said no. If we keep on saying he won't do it, he will do more than that. He will do more than that. And now let nobody, not only Tinubu, let me be honest with you, any other person, if you take Umahi and put there, Umahi will do Umahi will be the one to beg them. If you make Umahi president today, he will be the one to beg the France and say, please come and build your military base. This is how the politicians, they don't care as far as they are comfortable, as far as their kids are not schooling in Nigeria, as far as they don't treat themselves in Nigeria. So they will do whatever they can do to remain in power. So let no Nigerian think there will be any savior from somewhere that is coming to help us. However, only option that left for Nigeria, disintegrate Nigeria. Let us stop arguing and talking about how to fix Nigeria. You can never fix Nigeria. Nigeria is gone forever. Nigeria has gone forever. The only option for Nigeria is left for Nigeria. Break Nigeria.
Break it up.
And we will have peace.
God bless you.
Break it up so that Fulani will not come to your land, to my land, to any person's land to terrorize us. Because if they come to my land, when we are Biafrans, we will deal with them as Biafrans.
That's the point, Don't come to a place where you're not invited. If they cross the border of Biafra, they will be crossing to the country, an independent country that has every right to do whatever they like. And I promise you, they won't go back. They will never go back. They will never go back.
So Nigeria should canvass for the breakup. So Marigo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot as well. That is Austin. I also, let me see, I think I have another caller on the line, but I'm going to ask them to hold. Now, this is I want to make 2 appeals, okay? In the next coming days, when I put my act together, I am going to actually reach out to all of you for your personal support for me, for Mayegu and this place, okay? I have still been held back. There are things that are supposed to be done that are still holding me back from actually doing or using this place for to its optimum use, and it breaks my heart, okay? So I have spent a lot. And right now, I can't spend that much anymore without going into a debt. And I don't want to go into debt. So I'm going to personally ask you here to continue with your support for Mayegun's Diary Political and this place. Okay? So they said the first 3 months was going to be a test. Well, I'm on my 3rd month after resuming here. I still believe it can be run and it can be managed and still done, right? But there's so much that should be done that we are not doing yet. That's one. The second appeal I'm going to make to you this week is going to be that of this family that we reached out to in Dubai this past week. Remember, we made available 360,000 naira to support this stranded family who have become the victims of this diplomatic role that has led to the visa ban of Nigerians in the UAE. Is our sort of top project in that axis. They have agreed to go back to Nigeria. They don't want to stay back in UAE and then possibly living from hand to mouth when limitation has been placed on their path simply because they are from Nigeria. We intend to see if we could pay for their ticket back to Nigeria. Okay. So, and I think we want to do that this week. Any of you who feels like, let's try it. It will go a long way. Now, I am going to share a link to all of us here to help this family so that at least whatever we get from there, listen, this is beyond just widow's mite, okay? I'm talking about real donations here. Getting them the ticket for the entire family, about 4 or 5 of them, and the children, getting them back safely to Nigeria is now what they want to do. And this week, I am going to need your help. And I hope you're going to help me. I hope I can count on you, as always, just so you know beforehand, so I don't shock you during the week. Please, this week is so important, and I hope I see a lot of you, my friends, come to my aid. I think I also have a caller here. Hello.
Hello, Baba.
Babo.
I greet you, my brother. I do, MG.
Baba, good evening to you too. So how are you doing today, sir?
I did very fine. No, I didn't know ya.
Fantastic. Baba, everybody can hear you, Baba. Please.
Okay, awesome. First of all, I want to thank you for the good job you are doing. This is I like to be known as Freedom from Jersey.
Yeah, Freedom. I think I saw something like a Freedom Trades, and I'm like, okay,
yeah, that's me.
To say so. I'll call you Freedom, sir.
Yeah,
is that your name on that in that comment section on YouTube? Is that?
Yeah, that's it.
So your people don't hear you with that too. They don't say you have connected. You are now connected. So everybody, we have a demand in the house now. So please, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Baba, I was just listening to all the callers, and I'm quite impressed with one or two. In fact, everyone who has contributed so far, I'm impressed. The point is, I just wanted to, in my opinion, you set the record straight already in terms of US having their bases everywhere. And the reason you espoused, I really loved it. One, America can monitor Nigeria from anywhere, from space. They don't need to have the base.
Yeah, that's what we are saying. But the reason why you want to be is because of their pipeline, but not because of me and you or any safety at all. But go on, Baba.
Correct. That's the point. So I heard some people saying, oh, they want to be there, it's going to bring this and that. It doesn't make any difference. No. America has bases even in Germany. Mm-hmm. A simple Google search will show you countries that America have bases, even in UAE, where everyone goes to. Mm-hmm. Those bases are not for the interest of the probably local, in quotes, is to protect their infrastructure and to show their strength of dominance. However, the point I'm trying to make. When you see one puppeteer being kicked out, one puppeteer known as Russia, kicking out France and US from other French-speaking countries, one would think those leaders are kind of above board. They are not.
Not really.
They are only replacing one colonial master with another. So I don't want us to think that maybe Mali, Niger, they are trying to be. No, they're just changing rules in charge now. I think China has about 3 or 4 countries that they have bases in also.
Yeah, they are also building bases too. Yes, sir.
Correct. Simple Google search. Just say countries. You see all the list of countries that America has bases, even all the way to Kenya.
I know.
Kenya, even what's it called? Norway and all that. So the point is, let's not overflow this matter. It's not for our interest. It's to the interest of the colonial masters. They still are masters in quote. Yes, Baba. Yeah. One more thing. As per Kolu, honestly, if God does not stop Kolu, Kolu will stop Nigeria. But the point is, you end up becoming Kolu and his crew. They end up becoming colonizers to fellow Nigerians because all they want to seize all the infrastructure, attach their names to it. He owns what they call the toll gate and all that. We will now become slaves in our country. Be loyal to them, their children, and their children's children. So I just want to
using your resources to build a house, your money. Build the house. And you're like, oh, man, this house is beautiful. Man, I can't wait to live inside this house. And they now said, Benny, which house? Oh, are you sure you can afford to live in this house? But we built it. I cannot afford it when you build it with my money. They say, well,
exactly.
What happened is that we borrowed money to build it, or you borrowed it in my name, Abi. So at the end of the day, Baba, you just find out later that they've built it and it's for somebody else that owns it, not you.
Correct. Baba, make I let you go. The point is, the issue that touched me about the US. If US put their base in Nigeria, it doesn't make any. You can cry high heavens.
You know,
they can also have their base. Their base is just for their military infrastructure to put their drones and whatever. However, if they put the base there, it might bring it might create a sense of security. People cannot invest. Okay, hoping that, but the point is, it's not for me and use good. It's for their interest.
God bless
you. Baba, may I let you go?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Baba, if to say they have, before you go, or even listen to me, or you can hear me, Shaya. If to say the presence of America and France is to protect Africans against terrorists, and in return, we'll give them our resources. But that would be like they are still doing something for us. We know America, we know France, we know what they are when it comes to military hardware, intelligence, and all these things. They could have used them to protect our people, our poor people in all these West African countries from the Janjaweed terrorists. They could wipe all of them out. And Africans could give, they are still stealing the resources anyway, Abi. So Africans have no chance of stopping them from stealing the resources, even if not protection, ordinary protection, give it to us. So for all these years, they couldn't protect the Malians, protected the Guineans, protected the Burkinabes, protected the Nigerians or the Chadians. These are all spots for different terror groups. What gives you the assurance that once they now bring the base to Nigeria is when they will now protect you? Like, how would you even believe that? Huh. Hello. Tone and Tony. Baba, how are you doing?
Very well. How are you, sir?
It's like you finally give up on me, you know?
No. I've been very busy in the other
okay. Well, it's good to
the other channel. Yeah, right. Okay, great. Okay, I just want to address respectfully the last caller That's the idea of a military base in Nigeria. Is more harm, and it's going to open us up to a lot of hazards. And people don't even realize that there's a bigger thing in the stage that is playing out, and that's the World War III. It's going to happen. Now, the reality is, if there's a World War III, all these outposts, or you can call it a base, but they are basically military outposts, they're going to use that as a launching pad and for their war. Do we want to really get involved in the World War III? We don't want. If they want to destroy themselves in Europe and all that, let them go destroy themselves. We don't want that. We don't want that as well. And number two, the experiments that they did in Niger, they will come and perfect it in Nigeria. Nigeria have got a lot of natural resources, even more than we even know. There's some natural resources I'm sure that we even have that. If they start telling you that Nigeria have it in abundance, we'll be saying, hang on a minute. So it has been in all this while, and there's some few people that have been enjoying that, is selling it and enriching themselves. Yeah. So Nigeria is a crime state. You see, when we keep saying that is a state capture, they will say Amayego is talking too much. That man too. Is now an obedient and all that. See, I don't care whatever name you call me, but the good thing is that everybody is now chopping the breakfast. Everybody is now suffering and seeing it. All those Yoruba Rono people and all that kind of thing, all of them, they don't hear. Everybody they hear we and all that, So having America to have a base in Nigeria is going to be another colonization. Listen, even the Chinese, you don't know the death of the Chinese. I'm just looking for the right word.
To all these regions in Africa too, right?
They have taken over Lagos State. Do you know a lot of Chinese businessmen have freehold land in Lagos?
Yes.
Freehold, like 1 acre, 2 acre, 3 acre. Freehold. Why should you be giving?
Maybe you haven't, or maybe you do know, Sha, anyway. We have been talking about Eco Atlantic City. You've got the few others along that axis. These guys, they are the owners of most of the lands in Lekki Peninsula, Free Trade Zone, all those areas. Now, them get up, no Nigerians. So. And we are not talking about hiring the land, though. Outright sold off to them.
Of course, now the after the third or fourth roundabout in Lekki, there's an estate there. There is
those places. They are like
there's a shop right there. Behind that shop right, there's an estate. The Chinese has been building that estate. So they came in subtly, just like construction workers. They've taken over. Why would they not take over? Because Tinubu and his Lagos boys they invited the Chinese. Look at their so-called Dockland Railway that they built and all that with all the money. That was a scam. That was a sellout.
Their mini ports where they build private. These guys have built private ports for themselves, apart from the main port in Lagos.
Exactly, to export.
The Chinese, the Lebanese, all of these guys, they have their private seaport. That is not the main one you are seeing in Atapapao. Right now.
Exactly. That as we speak right now, they are shipping out our timber. Our Mumu police and the customs are even providing protection and security for them to rape Nigeria. So it serves all the people that supported Tinubu right, and all the people that are still supporting Tinubu. This is the evil. We're warning you that listen, this is going to open a portal of evil into our country, and it is now playing out. The coastal roads is just madness. 25 years project. How old will Kolu be? Everybody knows that he lied about his
dead by then. In 25 years, Kolu will be dead, gone.
I didn't even want to say that. I know. Everyone
now, because you know something as well, right? Baba, in another 100 years, me and you go there again. We don't die.
Of course, that's the reality.
See, majority of us watching this video right now, in 100 years' time, will be dead, gone. Some of us they won't even remember some of us.
So that is why
don't let anybody threaten us with this or not. Okay, but go on, Baba.
So that's why the other thing that we proposed about, you remember our private discussion some time ago about I wanted you to come over. You still need to come because there's some proposals that we are doing to go to the grassroots and start educating people. And how do we educate people? We need money. There are people, there are a couple of people, not that we're very rich, but we are willing to, our widow's mind to put things together to start changing the mindset of people. Because if the mindset of the people cannot change, we will still remain in this. Nnamdi Kanu, listen, IPOB people, let me just tell you, this time, make una go get sense. So this evil man would not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kolo is so evil. The only language he will understand is force. And all of us need to gather together and apply for
exactly. So when we shoot, we don't miss.
Apply a force, even if we have to go and kidnap him back, and so that he will be free, so be it. Because he is going to hold on to Nnamdi Kanu, and he's going to hold on to other people that they are now snatching.
Make more other people disappear or locked up.
Exactly. So there's some
look at this guy. Look at Daniel Ojukwu. You've heard about him, right?
Yeah.
He was picked up simply because they couldn't get Fisayo. You know, Fisayo is in the US, right? So Fisayo is to return back, but they can't declare Fisayo wanted. Now they have been harassing all the journalists working with the FIJ, all because they reported on smuggler IBD. So you're right. A lot of people would end up joining Nnamdi Kanu there. Maybe myself go still join them. I don't know where they go pick me up. Sure, you get. So you're right.
What I will tell you, anytime you want to go to Nigeria, the last time I went to Nigeria, not too long ago, I knew how I landed. Maybe later, just chat me up. That's the safest way. I know that you don't fly into Lagos.
You know what my people said, Tone, right? You know what my people said.
Don't fly into Lagos.
At all. Sure, you get.
No. If you have to go, there's a way you can go on.
Of course, there'll be a time, but I'm only saying. I said my people will be like, no.